Okay, I'm going to open the September 6th meeting of the East Long Meadow Planning Board. And under the open meeting law, I need to note that we are recording this for the minutes, and also LCAT is videotaping it, and ask if anyone else here is recording the meeting. Hearing none, our first item of business is a continuation of a public hearing on a medical office building at 250 North Main Street. Do you have anything to read into the record?
Paul Morissette is here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Fire chief is here.
And no, and it's up to him because Mr. Weiner and Paul met.
Yes.
Where is Gary?
I
He
don't
just
know,
stepped out for,
we're
he
trying
just
to
told
figure
me he
out where
stepped out
we
for a
went.
half a second.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
I don't know where he went. but-
Do we have anything to read into the record? Do we have a letter from the fire department? or
No,
anything?
that's why
That's, I guess
Chief
that's,
is here.
I guess that's why I'm here. I met with Gary late this afternoon, and then
Okay.
we had another meeting right afterwards, so I didn't get a chance to write anything. But Gary has submitted a revised drawing that allows for the turning radius. Him and I spoke, we went over some of the code requirements, and I'll write this up for Robin tomorrow. I'm contingent on approving from the fire department access side, as long as Gary, does what he says. The turn radius right now on the drawings he submitted work for us.
Okay.
The drawing is going to be stamped by Gary, and he's going to put a notation on there. When it comes to the turnaround for the fire department, there's some give on the fire department side, and talking with Gary, we can do that, drive in, do a do-si-do around the back side of it, back up, and we can get our trucks out of there.
Okay.
So we are, and he's gonna make a notation on the drawing, the stamp drawing, stating the codes that he's following with that, and as long as that happens and it's built that way, the fire department's good on that side. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have anything else to present, Mr. Weiner?
No,
Okay.
You have the new plan though.
I do have. Thank you. For the record, the plans that were discussed with the fire chief that show the changed radiuses, which allow for trafficking without crossing the center line. Those are, but the final plans will have the wording notations certifying the radiuses and also the fire code references about backing up for the final plan.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
The radius?
Yep.
There.
Yep.
Okay.
It's unfortunate, but unfortunately when the code changes,
I understand.
yeah, new developments come in, so we try to, and I think hopefully we're all on the same page now, and,
Okay.
right, and this will, it's, like I say, the new codes come in, and we're running into the same thing when running with the building inspectors too, so.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Paul.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Deb, do you have any questions before the chief gets out of here?
No, not for the chief directly,
Okay.
no.
Tide?
No, my questions are answered.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks.
My only, and Robin, have we received the check or the letter from the?
That's something else that's going to be presented in a minute after
Okay.
the plan is done.
Okay.
You mean for the request for waiver of
No.
traffic study?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
no.
the letter agreeing to.
There's going to be something presented.
It's on your desk.
Oh, it is, okay.
So let's deal with the plan first.
Mhm.
My only question is a technical one, Robin. We will need to get a new plan with the new information on it, the certification that it meets the NFPA, et cetera.
That is it. Gary
No,
stamped
no,
it.
No.
There's no statement of certification on there.
Right, so that will need
If you
to.
could conditional approve subject to the wording being approved by the fire. I mean, the plan in and of itself is approved in terms of radius
Right.
and engineering, but the wording, because there's two issues, would, but if you were able to condition based upon approval of the wording and certification.
Right.
Yes.
Certification of the
Of
fire.
the ability to
Turning
for a
radius.
fire apparatus not to cross center line of aisle areas, and then a second.
Understanding that turnaround would be a back into that
Right.
and
Right.
spot, yeah.
And you'd sign that?
Yeah, yep. I'll actually write it up tomorrow on my end, so Robin has it in an email format for the file.
Okay.
Again, I apologize, we met this afternoon at 3 o'clock and I've been running since.
My only question for you, Robin, is on technicality. We have the chief's verbal agreement here. We have the verbal statement that will be on here. Can we close the public hearing and
Yes.
still accept the plans?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I do not anticipate any changes. And if they decide they're going to make changes, they have to go through the whole process again.
Fine. So it would not be, we already have the information. We're not
Right.
accepting new information. We're just
Correct.
getting it put down on paper.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. You have something else to present?
Well, we had just,
Want to read the letter?
yeah, Robin has a copy of it up there,
Okay.
but this is actually a letter in regards to
Separate
the
letter.
Traffic Mitigation Fund and their
Yes.
gift for that in the amount of $8,500. So this was just a letter of commitment, basically, to that, saying that they would do that prior to.
Do you identify yourself, just for the record?
Oh, yep, sorry, Kimberly Mazowick, Associated Builders in South Hadley,
Thank you.
Massachusetts. So you have the letter in front of you, it's just requesting a waiver from the traffic study in lieu of that, providing the $8,500.
Would you read that into the record,
Yep.
Secretary?
Dear Ms. McDonald, please be advised that in lieu of providing the required traffic study for the above referenced project, we are offering a gift in trust in the form of a check in the amount of $8,500. It is intended for this gift to be used towards implementation of traffic mitigation measures to help improve the level of service in the vicinity of the proposed project. The gift will be provided prior to obtaining a certificate of occupancy from the municipality. We look forward to working with you throughout this project. Sincerely, Kevin Coughlin, DMD, MBA, MAGD Manager.
Okay. And Robin, is that in the suitable format?
The letter is, we also have an agreement that would need to be signed, and then the planning board has to sign an affidavit saying that they'll state it, but this is the beginning of it.
Okay, so we can proceed.
Yes.
Okay. Case, I'll open up to the public. Does anyone have any questions or comments at this point? Hearing none, I'll take it back to the board. Do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the site plan as currently before us with understanding that we will get plans that, and a letter from the fire chief that confirm what we heard verbally tonight from the fire chief and from the engineer?
With the notation changes, certification.
Certification of fire apparatus,
Right.
not to cross
Exactly.
and to turn around,
Mhm.
and the chief is going to provide this.
So to have a motion to approve, subject to that.
Yeah, with the certification of the fire apparatus, the new codes labeled that certified, the radius turnarounds
And the
going in the
backup.
lanes and the
Mhm.
backup.
Yeah.
That all being included,
Mhm.
I would second that.
No, you have to make the motion
Oh,
first.
sorry. I will make that motion.
Yeah, there you go.
And I will second that
Contingent
motion.
on those items just previously listed.
Perfect.
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You have it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All set.
Talk to you tomorrow.
See, we
Thank
were
you.
closer than
Thank you.
closer.
Yeah.
Oh, am I crowding you? I'll move over.
Okay.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Have a nice evening.
We have a request for extension from, well, let's do the new business first.
You could have washed your hands. You passed the bathroom.
We have a
Thanks.
request for waiver of site plan review from Kim's Mills and Spa, 174 North Main Street.
She doesn't put anything on print. Mhm.
And
Great. Request for waiver of site plan review. Property owner is Diane Miller, 5 Dewey Avenue, East Long Meadow. Phone numbers are listed here. Name of proposed business is Kim's Nails and Spa. Owner of business is Hee Young Kim. Business owner's address is 44 Center Street, Ludlow, Mass. Property address is 174 North Main Street, East Long Meadow. Property district is business. Allowed use is yes. Proposed hours of operation are Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. Number of employees, including owner, is 1. Date of last parking plan with copy of the same is January 2010, which is on file. Summary of business is manicure, pedicure service, no massage. Number of commercial vehicles is 1. The application's been signed and dated August 11th, 2016.
Okay. This is that brick building across from, right next to Coghlan's. It's got
Oh, okay.
three bays in it.
Yeah, where the dog place
Yeah.
was?
Okay. Where the dog place is, and,
Is, thank you.
yeah, they moved.
They
And she's
moved.
moving
One
where
into
they
the
Oh, yeah, one
were.
went this way,
Yeah.
one is going that
Yeah.
way.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? It's allowed use in the area. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. We have a request for waiver of site plan review for Pure Bar, 432 North Main Street.
Property owner is Heritage, MZL LLC. Owner's address is care of Winslow Property Management Group, 80 Hayden Avenue, Lexington, Massachusetts. Phone numbers are listed here. Name of proposed business is PB Fitness of Western Mass, DBA Pure Bar. Owner's address is Frank Roberts, Elizabeth Roberts, Seth Roberts, Kathy Roberts. Owner's address is 7 Fox Run, East Hampton, Mass. And 337 Penneo Drive, Long Meadow. Property address is 432 North Main Street, East Long Meadow. Property district is industrial. Allowed use is yes. Proposed hours of operation are 5:30 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. Monday through Friday, 10 to 12 Saturday and Sunday. Number of employees, including owner, is 10. Summary of business: Bear Exercise Studios with retail sales, selling high-end yoga apparel. The application has been signed and dated August 25th, 2016.
And where's 432?
This is the
Stop and Shop?
Plaza.
It's gotta be
Oh,
Stop
okay.
and Shop.
Yeah.
It's
I was
where,
just thinking the same
It's where
thing.
the beauty supply was.
Oh, where Sally's was.
Sally's
Yeah.
is gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I thought I heard a lot of crying in the town.
There was.
So, no sign, just
Not yet.
Okay,
Or
they
is it
know
already
they
up?
need one.
it's already up, or?
No,
No. Okay.
Just checking.
you're funny.
So it's allowed use in Stop and Shop Plaza. It's an exercise place that does yoga, I guess, and ballet. It sounds like it's Pure Bar. Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
We have request for waiver of site plan review, Massachusetts Taekwondo Academy, 50 Bond Avenue.
Property owner is Joseph Dilk, J.D. Holdings Corp., 58 Bond Avenue, East Long Meadow. Phone numbers are listed here. Name of proposed business is Massachusetts Taekwondo Academy. Owner of business is Majid Kabar. Phone number is listed here. Property's owner address is 8 Brunswick Street, Springfield, Mass. Property address is 50 Bond Avenue, East Long Meadow. Property district is business. It's allowed use. Proposed hours of operation are 7 to 9. Don't know which days. 7 to 9. And number of employees, including owner, is 8. Summary of business operation is providing martial arts training from 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. Oh, maybe this must be a P also, from 5 p.m.
Yes.
to 9 p.m. Okay, sorry. Hard to read the writing.
Yeah.
Mondays through Saturdays, after school services, 2 to 6 Mondays and Fridays. This is a name change only, which has been written on here. Number of commercial vehicles is 6. The application's been signed and dated August 3rd, 2016.
And
This was
is-
Olympic Taekwondo, and the Olympic Association notified them that they were infringing on their
Copyright.
patent and copyright.
Their, yeah, their name, basically.
Interesting.
So,
So they had to change their name.
Okay.
Even in
Motion
East
to-
Long Meadow, you get found out about.
Yeah, they're careful.
More than this one, the other one too, the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay.
All right, and here's another.
Now we have another Taekwondo. This is Choi's World Taekwondo at 576 North Main Street.
Competition's already moving in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Property owner is Zola Equities LLC. Property owner's address is care of Gelfan, Renard, and Feldman LLP, Nashville, Tennessee. Phone numbers are listed here. Name of proposed business is Child's World Taekwondo, Inc. Owner of business is oh boy.
Excuse me.
Shanian
Thank
and Youngstock Chow.
That's good.
Yeah. Property owner's address is 11 North Pond Street, Pond Road, Southwick, Mass. Property address is 567 North Main Street. Proposed district is business. Property district is business. Allowed use is yes. Proposed hours of operation are 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Number of employees, including owner, is 6. Date of last parking plan is January 16th, 28. Summary of business Taekwondo after school program. The application has been, a number of commercial vehicles is 1 to 2. Average amount of product storage is not available, not applicable. The application's been signed and dated August 31st, 2016.
Hey, this is where Salon Commer was?
Mm-hmm.
Have they gone away?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we approved that a couple
Oh,
weeks
that's
ago.
right,
They're
yeah, they
changed to
moved.
Harkness.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
fine. So it's an allowed use in the zone. Building's getting filled up pretty quickly, so that's good.
It's always good.
Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all is in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Now we have a request for signage from Mattress Firm, 32 Center Square.
Mattress Firm, 32 Center Square. Business owner's name and address is Mattress Firm, 32 Center Square. Property owner's name and address is East Long Meadow, Center Village LLP, 40 Island Pond Road, Springfield. Phone number is listed here. Nearest intersection is Maple Street. Square footage of proposed signs is 98. Freestanding, yes. Attached to the building is yes. If freestanding height above the ground, face replacement. Projection, if any, 5 inches. If attached to the building, does the sign project over a pedestrian or vehicular way? No. Setback from property line, 1,000 feet. It is illuminated. It is permanent sign. Total number of existing signs are 3. Total square footage of existing signs is 120.5 square feet. Total proposed and existing signs are 3. Total square footage of proposed and existing signs is 98. The application has been signed. The estimated cost is $4,500. A signed affidavit is attached.
So this is the third time and they've gotten the measurements correct.
They just reduced it by a
Yeah.
few inches to meet the bylaws.
Great. Do I have a motion to approve the sign?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any further discussion on this? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Okay, we have an extension for Greenwich Restaurant special permit at 14 Maple Street. And I noticed that they've actually started work there today.
Without a permit,
Without a permit, but they've started work.
without a permit. I've been dealing with it all day today.
That's the sandwich or
Yeah, right
wrap
across the
shop?
street, yeah.
Okay.
They were to, before the permit was granted, they were to get permission from the health department because there's grease trap issues.
Oh.
And they did not do that, and they started their interior construction without a permit. I have the permit on my desk, so the interim building inspector was going to deal with that today, but we were up to our eyeballs in other issues, so I'm not sure whether he was able to do it or not, but I did speak with the people and told them their permit is, the special permit expires next week.
Oh,
That's why this late thing.
okay.
I just gave them a courtesy, wake up that they needed to do this, so.
Do you have
this
something
is
to read?
This is the first step.
It is one sentence. Dear Ms. McDonald, this letter is to request an extension of the special permit issued to Green Witch on March 16th, 2016 to operate a restaurant at 14 Maple Street in East Long Meadow. Regards, Harry Cromwell.
Okay, so this is the extension of their getting started on the work.
No, this is their special
Special
permit
permit. Okay.
to operate a restaurant.
How long does that, is that?
6 months.
You don't have to renew a special permit for a restaurant every 6 months.
Yes, you do, if they don't start it.
If they don't start it, that was my
Right.
point. This is because they didn't start it. It's not,
This is because it's not in operation.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, they have not asked for a specific time frame. What do you want to offer them? Another 6 months?
I would go with 6 months. I mean, it's, probably be a quick build out, commercial property. I mean, the exterior is pretty much done.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm assuming they're gonna wanna be open for the holiday season.
I would think so, but it's a restaurant that it was emptied out completely, so they've got to do all of the electrical and plumbing and.
But wouldn't, now,
months
is the
should be
special
plenty of
permit
time.
open for operation,
Plenty of
or?
time.
I would think so.
Yeah,
Construction and/or operation.
construction
Okay,
and or,
so
so
the-
6 months would be plenty
And
of time. So even if they're
continuous.
still doing construction,
Yeah.
it would continue past
As long
because
as
it's
they're
and or.
continuous.
Yeah.
Right, with the
in
words
their
and or,
construction.
Yeah.
right, without a shutdown.
The footnote here is they're not changing anything. I mean, I'm assuming, again,
Mhm.
they're
Yeah.
gonna be doing exactly what they
All
presented.
we're doing is
Extending.
extending the period for them getting started on the special permit work.
I'd be okay with approving that for 6 months.
Do I have
Absolutely.
a motion to extend the special permit for 6 months?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. So they have a 6-month extension.
For their own sake, they better get it done in 6 months.
Yeah.
Time's
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time is money, correct.
I have a feeling that guy wasn't going to pull the trigger until he was ready to go.
To tell you the truth, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, nobody
I've
does.
heard rumors, but.
I'm waiting for that gas station to break ground.
That's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'll believe it when I see
It
it.
is, it
I'm
is.
actually
It's
looking
been
forward
right
to that.
around the corner
Yeah.
for
It's been
a
around the
year.
corner for 3 years.
No, we're finally there.
Actually, it'd be nice to see something there.
Yeah.
Be nice to see something, here. Be nice to see some revenue.
Right.
Uh,
Okay, we
It's
have
2 minutes.
minutes from August 9th. Okay, those have been reviewed, and has anyone, have we gotten comments?
Very much.
Has anyone looked at them? Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Has anyone looked at August 23rd yet? I have not.
I have
Yeah, I
No.
not.
was here.
We'll delay that one for the time being.
Okay.
In other business, I did look over, Robin, the note you sent on the changes to the bylaw to bring them in compliance with the charter,
Mhm.
and they look good. You were gonna come up with some other suggested bylaw changes before we scheduled the hearing.
Well, I've been meeting with Denise, and what we're trying to do is figure out the procedure.
Okay,
The procedure is really kind of all over the place. It's a different procedure than it was before.
okay.
Is that with the new charter?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
The AG, we have to send if the council approves it, they have two meetings, and they have to, announce it at 2 meetings. The question is, will the planning board and the council have a joint meeting? Because a meeting of the council and a meeting of the planning board are both required. So we're still working on the format of that. I've got the information ready,
Yeah.
but.
We're required to hold a hearing. Are they required to
and-
hold a hearing?
Yes, they are,
Okay, so we would want to do this as a joint hearing. with-
if they agree with
If
that.
they agree with that. Okay, so that,
And this is where I am.
okay, so,
So, excuse me for interrupting, but would we have the hearing and then make a recommendation to that board? Or is that, again, that's
Yes.
just a question of mine?
yes.
So would there be a,
So a joint might not work
so
if we're
joint
doing that.
meeting? I mean, would we be take the information in and then make the recommendation to the council?
Well, the way I look at it is the request comes from either the planning board or a petition from a resident.
Right.
Mhm.
And it goes to and I'm not sure about this, either the manager or the council directly. That's an if thing. The council, it ends up with the council. They would
Right.
send it to the planning board and say, we want you to hold a hearing.
Oh,
However,
okay.
we can hold a joint hearing that would save time
True.
and money.
Yeah,
That's true.
Mhm.
However, once the council's public hearing is closed, then the time limit starts.
mhm.
It doesn't matter if, say, we're at a joint meeting and the planning board closes their hearing, the time doesn't start until the council closes their public hearing.
Okay.
Good learning experience, huh?
Yes, it is,
Yeah.
and.
Yeah, that's all
Well,
right.
let's then proceed, I would suggest that we proceed with just the changes and bring it into line with the charter, because they're non-controversial, pretty much,
Mhm.
okay? Learn the process, go through it, and then once we know how it's supposed to work and how it does work in practice, we can come up with other changes in the future.
Well, I had a meeting today with one of the council members,
Mhm.
as well as the town manager, and I don't want to say the directive, because it's really not a directive yet, but the council person that we met with today wants to set up a review committee
Fine.
to prepare and make changes to the zoning bylaws. So
Mhm.
I'm really in the process of trying to learn who my boss is.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what the pecking order is, basically, because my heart lies with this board, and I'm trying to make sure that I follow the charter the way it's supposed to be followed, so.
Always remember your roots, Robbie.
Well-
Yes, and I'm
Yeah.
in limbo,
Well,
because.
We'll
let's
figure it out.
move it forward
Yeah.
and see how it works out. If they want to appoint a committee, they can appoint a committee. We'll be very happy to work with them.
Now, is
But
this
I'm
different
not
than
sure
the
whether
other-
I can move it forward.
Well,
I'm sure there's a way.
we can't let them forget it, let's put it that way.
No, and I have turned the paperwork in for
Okay.
for the changes with regard to the references to the select people,
Okay, who did you turn it into?
to Denise and to this one council person.
Okay, because the way things are supposed to be put to the council is through the town clerk.
Not
Yes.
according to Jim Donahue.
Well, that was what
And that's why I'm all over the place.
yeah, that was what the council had said at their initial couple of meetings, was that anything that was going to the council should be submitted through the town clerk, because I talked to the chair of the council on
No, the
that
clerk-
specifically.
That's not what I was
And
instructed.
what he
It's to the
said
town
was that
manager.
the clerk is the clerk of the council.
The clerk sets the agenda, but the manager determines what goes on that.
That's fine, but the point is that when we submit anything to the council through the manager, or however, okay, does not get submitted to the individual members, it gets submitted to the clerk, who then provides it to the
No, I was
members.
told it gets submitted to the manager.
Right, and the manager submits it to the clerk, and the clerk submits it to the council.
I don't know what she does with it or he does with it after I
Right, well,
submit it to
this is
the-
what Kevin told me.
Well,
Okay, so, let's figure it out and move forward with it. And if there's anything this board needs to do to make that happen, if they need a member on this committee from the board, let's make it happen.
and I've offered that,
I mean, they're still feeling their way and learning how to do things too, so,
mhm.
But let's not let it be forgotten, because,
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I've been in meetings all
Yeah,
day long
good.
today, and I'm
Excellent.
trying to deal with
It's
it.
just a very large learning curve on all
Yeah,
parties.
It
It
is,
is. It
because
is.
All parties
the,
involved.
the difference is, with the,
No.
with the AG too. The AG does get a copy of it, but the AG does not have to approve
right,
the zoning
Mhm.
changes anymore,
Yeah.
which is totally different.
yeah,
Mhm.
So, but, we
Yeah,
spent a
we'll-
good 2 hours today
yeah.
So
trying
it's in the
to-
works, being
It's in the
hashed
works,
out.
we'll figure it out, just, we can't forget it. I mean, the one thing I don't want to end up with is, since all of those are really relatively obscure parts of the bylaw, but I'd hate to be in a position where one of those gets invoked, and it doesn't refer properly
Mhm.
to the board or to the council or manager or whatever.
Yeah,
And
it's-
we're up in the air. Somebody says, well, it says selectmen, you can't go to the selectmen, we can't do this.
And I gave Denise the
the list, yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
prepared it as I thought it was
Yeah.
supposed to be presented,
Yeah,
so we'll see.
fine. Okay, very good. Anything else anybody else has?
Not at this time?
Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor signify by getting up and leaving. We are adjourned.
Can